Well, Willow is the new brawler of the ring. But with the arrival of Grey that the ring earned a lot of money that she decided not to leave in her pocket but to invest in the opening of a new location, Star Park. It was a very beautiful place where they paid tribute to the deceased Spike in the form of a huge monument that couldn't delight fans. Grey finally found the time and came home to Colt and asked for his forgiveness. Colt of course forgave him and didn't hold any more resentment. Grey suggested to go to the opening of the Star Park. Many brawlers will gather there today to evaluate the location. A new location? Colt hadn't left the house for so long that he didn't even know about it. Yes, it turns out that construction work ended 2 days ago and today you can already go there. The guy was interested and he agreed. By the evening, Star Park was full of brawlers. Everyone liked everything. Someone admired the Spike monument and someone else admired other interesting objects. Colt really liked this place. The council is great. After evaluating the place, many fighters left and only Grey and Colt remained. They were also going to leave when a surveillance camera caught Colt's eye. He was surprised and asked Grey, "Is the camera here for security?" He shrugged his shoulders. No one in the council said that there will be a camera here. Strange. So they decided to put it secretly and spy on someone. But by whom? Oh, it's better not to worry and forget about it. Maybe it's really just for safety, and they didn't report it because of unimportance. The next day, Colt returned to Star Park and saw that another camera had appeared here. But it wasn't here 100% yesterday. What's going on here? Colt came to a new council and asked why they put a camera in the park and why they decided to put a second one at night. Cameras? What cameras? They didn't know about it all. How is it? Then who put these cameras? Is someone watching them? The council asked if someone from those who were in the park yesterday had put them up. Maybe. The council said it would gather them and find out. Colt asked to be given the opportunity to solve this case himself. He will find out everything. By the evening, having gathered the brawlers, he interrogated everyone. But no one knew anything about these cameras. This is definitely not the work of fighters, Colt thought to himself. But he loudly said that Brawler had definitely done it and he would be punished. Then he fired at the cameras. The fighters were at a loss. Why he blames them? Colt said he made it specially. They were not only seen, he was sure that they were being listened to. The one who set up the cameras heard that some brawler would be punished. Accordingly, there are no suspicions about him. He will return again to put the camera on, and it's safest to come back at night. They will catch him. Many were surprised at how smart the Colt is. Grey offered to stay with him and help, but he wanted to do everything alone. So he asked no one to interfere. He would stay here and catch the enemy. So Colt hid and waited. The first and the second hour passed, but there was no one. He was already falling asleep and at the moment he closed his eyes. Colt heard the sounds and opened his eyes and saw an unfamiliar robot. That's how the robot does it. For whom? Colt came out and aimed at the robot and told him to raise his hands. He raised his hands and spoke, saying not to kill him. Colt was stunned. He has a child's voice. Who created it? The fighter asked. He said he couldn't say it. Colt was going to lead him to the council. Does he know how to split into parts? Colt ran after him. You can't let him go away. The guy almost cut him up. How then his head flashed to his torso when he ran away. No! How could this happen? What was that? My God, he couldn't catch some robot. Gray was offering his help. If he was here, they would definitely caught him. Colt hated himself. What would he say to the others? What a loser he is. A week passed after this failure. Colt told everyone that no one came during the night. He was ashamed. There were no more cameras in the Star Park. Is this robot gone forever? Colt didn't believe it. He had already more or less come to his senses and decided to tell Gray about his failure and ask for help. Inviting him home, he somehow told about that night. And he said he wanted to go around the whole ring. Maybe there are these cameras somewhere else. We need to catch the robot. Gray was all for it. Searching the whole ring, it turned out that the cameras almost are everywhere. The fighters were shocked. They were all being watched. They were missing only in two places, in the water park and Star Park. Colt told Gray that he needed to split it up and spend the night in the both places. He would go to the water park and let Gray stay here in the Star Park. This robot would definitely come to one of the locations to put his camera, and then this time he would 100% be caught. With the coming of the night, the brawlers were waiting. Everyone was in their position. Where would the robot come? Here he is. He came to Star Park. Gray saw him. Well, show him who are the brawlers. Well done, Gray. Now we need to grab him. This is the ability that Colt talked about. Well, no! Perfect! Gray, you did it! Colt was already tired of waiting. He decided to go to Gray. Maybe the robot is already there. When he got there, he saw that the robot was lying on the ground. My God, Gray could. Colt was very glad that it turned out to grab him. How we need to take him to the console. So late at night, the council gathered and saw a robot that put cameras on almost the entire ring. It turned on and asked not to destroy it. The council asked why he put camera. Who created it? He said that he could not tell everything. He would be destroyed, or his memory will be erased and sent back to the ring. He wanted to be protected. They are ready for it. But from whom? The robot said that it was called Artin and it was created by a certain William Wesker. He came from another world, thanks to the portal. What? How is it? Artie didn't know. Gray thought, maybe when Brock jumped into the portal and it closed at that second, the portal opened in another place, and this Wesker came out. Rather, that's like that. Everyone was shocked. Artie added that he was created in the likeness of 8 bits. The brawler of the ring. Wesker wants to capture the ring, and cameras were his eyes and ears. We need to destroy them. He is very smart and can create a robot in the likeness of any brawler to capture the ring. What to do? The council didn't understand. Artie asked to stay in the ring. He didn't want to be caught. Colt said that it was necessary to show this Wesker that all those whom he would create would become allies of the ring. But how to show it? To announce Artie as a new brawler. He is very smart and talented. So he will stay in the ring and will be protected. And Wesker may not bother the ring anymore because everyone else he will create will become allies of the ring. Well, we will do so, the council replied. What can the robot do? Asked Bibi. And he can do a lot. Artie went to the training base where he showed his abilities. With a normal attack, he makes a single shot marking the target. If the marked fighter takes damage, the mark will disappear and the damage done will increase. Super is a hide-and-seek game. Artin splits in two, leaving the legs behind. Both Artin and his legs have a powerful short-range attack, marking enemies. The movement speed of the divided Artin increases. He became the chromatic brawler of the arena. He was introduced to 8 beats. They are really similar. Gray and Cold became good friends after such success. All the cameras in the arena were destroyed. Now everything is safe, and it remains to hope that this Wesker will leave the arena alone. That's how Artin appeared in the Brawl Stars arena.